guys, today what I have for you is the CANIK TP9SFX. It is a competition pistol, and today I'm going to give it a quick review and show you what my thoughts are. This is actually the first and only competition pistol that I do own. Here's a little bit of a late unboxing and a little bit of what it does at the range. Alright, so today we'll be taking a look at my CANIK TP9SFX, and here's what comes in the box. Now, since I have gotten it, I have put a red dot on it, so this is not going to look exactly how it comes out of the box, but we'll at least start with a few things moving forward. This CANIK, when I purchased new, was about $600. You can now get them on CANIK's website for about $549. The TP9SFX is not intended to be a concealed carry gun. This is intended to be a competition gun. It does weigh 29.28 ounces. Comes with a plastic retention holster. One thing I do like about this holster is it can be for outside the waistband, belt loop, clips on, and you can also change these screws over to the outside so this can be a more concealable holster, which I did do for about a weekend's time. I concealed carry this everywhere we went with the family, and my overall thoughts on that is it just became a little cumbersome for my size. It was hard to conceal, especially with the magazine extensions here. If you were to get some TPSF magazines, this would be a lot more concealable. It's not so much as the length of the barrel as it's the length of the grip. This did come out the box with some iron sights. These are actually not that bad. They are blacked out with a fiber optic for the front sight, and these are from Warren sights. And actually aren't that bad in the daytime. I really don't prefer fiber optic, to be honest, and that's just my opinion. It does come standard with two 20-round magazines. They state 18 round with a +2 extension in them, and that is a lot of rounds to carry. Again, it is a 9mm competition gun. It does feature the integrated safety. It does have the safety style that the same as the Glock has. It does come standard with a smooth take-up trigger, very smooth, no creep, no stickiness. It is very smooth take up. The wall isn't as definite as it would be for other firearms. It is there toward the back, and it does have a really nice crisp break. Very short reset. Also takes down and field strips just like a Glock, but better in my opinion. You can actually get a hold of these tabs here versus a little tiny sliver edge. Has some nice texture here along the sides of the grip here. Has some pretty decent slide serrations, front and rear. I do like for its time that a lot of pistols were starting to come out with the MOS or the AOS system for being optic cut. That is one thing that kind of led me to this as well to purchase, is that it is optics ready. It is not integrated to where it'll be flush fit with the slide, which is okay. Not many have really perfected being able to be completely adaptable to every single sight, so seeing those mountain plates on something really isn't that different. It does hold a standard size red dot. It is not a micro red dot. This one I used to have on my AR as a canted red dot, and it worked out pretty well, but I just went a different way with that build, so I decided to use it on the CANIK. It works really well. I enjoyed this one. So it's a true glow. Very nice. It's good quality red dot. Does have a chamber indicator. Another reason I liked it, has a pretty big trigger well, so if I'm wearing gloves, for instance, it won't get caught up before it. Similar to like a Glock, sometimes wearing a glove does seem to inhibit being able to get a gloved finger inside that trigger well. Has a really nice texture here on the grip on the sides. It's not as aggressive as a Hellcat, but it's still plenty enough to feel comfortable in your hand while shooting it. It does come with an interchangeable back strap. So in case you have a larger hand, you can put it on here and give you a little bit more hump on the back. It does come with the 4 mounting plates for different optics. Comes with a cleaning rod and brush. Has a pretty nifty little toolkit here. Comes with different size magazine release buttons. Right now I do have the medium button on there. Has a spare screw set, plenty of little angle tools. Or has a charging handle that you can put on either side of it. Just something I've never really seen on a pistol, which I don't look at competition pistols all that much, but you're able to put it on either side and it acts as extended charging handle. I don't know, maybe someone in the comments has used a charging handle on a pistol. I don't see a true need for it, but also I don't shoot competition, so I don't know. In videos of competition I've never seen anyone have a charging handle on it, so I don't know if this is really a necessary feature or not, but it's there in case you want it. Again, this did come with 2 18+2 magazines. Comes with a mag loader. I did purchase a 3rd magazine, which holds 20 in black. I think I prefer the black mag over the gray. If I had to describe this pistol as short as possible, I kind of believe this is the Mandalorian of all pistols. Kind of has that Mandalorian futuristic look to it. They are really reliable. Mechanics have been proven time and time again to be really reliable. I've never seen where anyone's been bashing it in the news about it being unreliable, unpredictable, or having parts that break in it. It does come with a limited lifetime warranty. The barrel and slide are tungsten gray Cerakote over nitride. It does have nickel coated action components that are inside of it. So if you're looking for a full-size pistol or a competition pistol that won't break the bank, I would definitely go to this one. If you do have a higher budget and you still want to go with a CANIK, I would definitely go for the CANIK Rival TP9SFX. Gonna have a metal lower and add some weight to the gun, allowing for smoother follow-up shots and a steadier back on target acquisition. But for now, I think this pistol to me is just heavy enough. After shooting my Frankenstein Glock 23X and shooting the Hellcat Pro or just a Hellcat or a Smith & Wesson 9, Compact 9, this thing is really forgiving at the range and feels like you're really just shooting laser beams. Guys, if you're looking for something that has the price point of a Glock, but you want some extra features that come with it, something that looks a little bit nicer in my opinion, something that's a little bit more like a custom fit and not so cookie cutter, CANIK does it. Their MC9 Prime, their MC9 LS, their SF, SFTs, they have a pistol for everybody. And the more I've gotten into the gun channel and reached out to more people who do own firearms, I'm finding out more and more people are carrying CANIK, carrying their smaller subcompact models, and that they truly, truly enjoy it. And it's not just because the price point, it's because they trust the brand, they're accurate with it, and it gets the job done every time. So the pistol did come with a plastic holster. I have it now sitting as outside the waistband, and it does feel quite nice. You can adjust the retention on it But you'll come to realize, even for a big guy like me, this is not going to be something that's intentionally used as like a concealed outside the waistband carry. It is a fairly large gun. Even with the t-shirt on and kind of tucked a little bit between 2 and 3 o'clock, still does print quite a lot, especially due to the extended magazines that are on there. So something, even with wintertime approaching soon and getting colder outside, some people like to carry bigger guns in the wintertime, but this is still one that still prints out fairly large unless you're wearing too big of a jacket. And one reason I don't advise wearing too big of a jacket, if you're looking for a mag reload from your pocket, you don't want there to be too much clothing interrupting you from trying to get to your mag reload. Just like that, with a few turns of a Phillips head screwdriver, you can take the holster that it comes with. It comes naturally being an outside the waistband holster, but you can sit there and take the screws out, put them on backwards, and now it's an inside the waistband holster. So let's just see what that looks like. So it's obviously not really meant for inside the waistband holstering. It still prints fairly well. Not near as much as it is when it's outside the waistband, but even with the t-shirt on, it's something that still prints. Mostly due to that magazine. It sticks out pretty far. Even with a hoodie, it is a noticeable difference, but I don't find it that convincing that I'm not trying to hide a competition pistol and an inside the waistband holster on a big dude. Maybe if you had like a flush magazine instead of the 18+2, just have one flush from like the CANIK SF series, I think it's still going to be printing a little bit on the side. I did carry this gun for an entire weekend inside the waistband holster in a larger t-shirt, and to say the least, it was very uncomfortable for me. The gun's a bit long for the barrel to be concealed carrying. It is very bulky gun. It's not meant to be concealed carried, but I know some of you guys are going to have some questions about it. If you want to consider trying to conceal carry one and you're about my body type, this will kind of show you some of what that looks like. It does have these ridges on top as well. They state they're trying to reduce the glare coming up from the sun from a weapon, but I just think they look pretty cool.